So we're going to walk through the stats and the dashboard for the payout in this video. And the aim for this wasn't to get 10K, 20K payout. It was to pass phase 1, to pass phase 2, which we have successfully done, and then get a singular payout. I'm not saying I'm done on this account after this payout, but I just wanted to show you that the best way to actually trade the first funded account on a funded cycle, you could say, is by making a small amount of profit, getting a payout, and then that obviously covers the challenge fee. They might give you a refund, they might not give you a refund. That is obviously depending on the firm, if they're going to give you a refund or not. And if you have followed all the rules, you should have no issues getting the payout. And then you have to wait 2 weeks, which obviously isn't the end of the world, before then getting the payout and getting a new account, before then trading for another 2 weeks to get the next payout. The situation was slightly different on this account because I couldn't just make profit and then wait 2 weeks for the payout. And this was because they mandate a 5 minimum trading days. And this can't be done with 0.01 lot sizes that you would normally do on phase 1 or phase 2 to get the minimum trading days. But I'm pretty sure this is only for the first payout. So that is why it hasn't really been an issue. I would have stopped earlier potentially, but I knew I had to take 5 trading days, so that is what I've actually done. And you'll probably notice that the account isn't at a large amount. We're only at $2,500, I think, something like that, $2,300 in equity. And the main reason why I didn't go in with 1% risk or 2% risk is because, let's say you have 1% risk, you then have 10 chances to lose that account. 0.5% risk, you have 20 chances. And I went in with actually 0.25% risk overall. And I went in with 0.25 to 0.5% risk. And you'll see that in the stats as well. But the main reason behind this was I wanted to give myself the best chance possible. So let's say I do lose 5 trades. I'm not down 50% of my overall drawdown. I'm actually down, 2.5% instead of that 5% that I would have been down. So if I just show you the stats here, I did hook it up to my FX book as well. The main reason is because this equity graph doesn't really look very good. This one you can actually see the days, whereas this one doesn't really illustrate the days very well because you see the gap here, it just has a massive plateau, which isn't really accurate when you can quickly see these are the days and how it's actually played out. But the best thing about this is you can see the days. So it has a small calendar thing here. First day, $545. Second day, $1,000. Third day, $477. Fourth day, $480. And the fifth day, minus $282. And you'll see that on a losing day, we lost less than 0.3%, which was the aim for this account, for the first payout anyway. Get a payout and don't risk crazy. You don't want to give them a reason to fail you. Risking 2%, 3% would definitely be a reason for them to not give you the payout. But this one I traded very, very well. And we can look at the stats here. So win rate above 50%. So we have let's say a 55% win rate. And with a 55% win rate, if your wins are bigger than your losses, you're going to make money. And as you see, the average loss is $500, so 0.5%. And the average win is 0.8%. So it means, obviously, it is a very, very profitable strategy if you do play this out in the long term. 1.96 profit factor, which is very good. Expectancy, $184. So this means that on an average trade, if I enter a trade now, I'm expected to make 0.18% or $184. So that's a good stat. If you're trading a strategy and your expectancy is negative, you need to be quite worried. If your expectancy is positive and you want to increase this stat as much as you possibly can, and if you are able to do that, you can develop a very, very good strategy, which is obviously the goal for any trader. And if we go on to the MyFX book here, you can see shorts, we won 100% of the shorts and only 28% of the longs, which is quite interesting. And again, you can see the stats here broken down. It's basically very, very similar, but we do get a few more stats here. As you see, the average trade length of 33 minutes. And yeah, we only had 11 trades, but we had a 55% win rate. You can see the months here. Basically, it was all made in July. We are the 5th of August now. 2 of those days have been weekends. And yeah, I was 0.19% in August. Very, very self-explanatory stuff here. So those are the trades I've actually taken. And I will show you the MetaTrader 5 now. so you can actually see those trades there too. There you go. And hopefully we get this payout, and I hope it is a very, very seamless process. In the past, I haven't actually ever been denied a payout because I feel like I don't give them a reason to deny me a payout. So hopefully this follows suit with my previous payouts from various different prop firms, and hopefully I can give you a good review of this firm too. So it is that time now. If I show you the date, it is the 12th of August. It's around 5 PM or just shy of 5 PM. And we're going to process our payout from the account I've just broken down in the start of this video. So we're going to quickly go over it again, just to show you that I haven't taken any trades since, and it's going to be the exact same as you've seen previously. So you can see the withdrawal date, as it says here, 12th of August. We haven't taken a single trade since, and it is 2 weeks from the first trade date, which was the 29th of July. 14 days later is the 12th of August, and that is now the day we're going to take the money out. We're going to come over here to payouts and achievements, and we're going to go down to payouts and then request payout. We're going to select the account, the funded account that I was actually trading, which is 2179689. Very nice. And then I actually spoke to the customer support, and they said that I actually had to calculate the profit split myself for the withdrawal amount that I actually want to process basically. So if we do 2,290 divided by obviously 100 and times by 80, you can get the 1832, which is the amount we're looking to withdraw. There we go. Reason, withdrawing my profits. It doesn't really make sense to me why these firms say, what is your reason for withdrawing your profits? Well, the reason I'm withdrawing my profits is because I want to take my money out of the account. Doesn't really make sense to me, but that is that. Then we're going to press submit. All open trades on account will be closed, if any, and the account will be disabled until your request is reviewed. Click OK. There we go. Woohoo! Payout requested successfully. Very, very good news. I'm going to take a little screenshot of this, maybe post this on Twitter. There we go. And yeah, payout hopefully will be approved, and then we can get trading the funded account again. As it did say, it was disabled until the account is, I guess, evaluated for the payout, and if I broke any rules, which I definitely didn't, because as you see, I've stuck to all the trading rules. But if you go on the payouts here, you can now see that 12th of August at 4:57 PM, we did our new payout, and hopefully it gets approved so we can continue trading on the account. This week, I'm actually staying in a nice Airbnb. As you've probably noticed, we're not in the normal trading environment, so hopefully I can get some nice day in the life content here, maybe get some nice trades on the fresh funded account. If I am able to get that in the next day or so, that would be quite good to get some kind of live trading content for you. But that is kind of all for this video. I also wanted to say that this payout might seem small, and obviously it's not like the payouts that I've shown in the past where it's been 15K, 20K, 25K payouts. But the reason behind this is that I'm showing that you don't need to get those large payouts. And hopefully I'm able to show that over this whole series that I'm planning to actually post on the channel, that focusing on consistent payouts, that you're not risking loads, you're not failing loads of challenges, you're able to pass and then get a payout with basically no chance of actually blowing the funded account. I was risking 0.25% on this account, or slightly more in some trades, up to 0.5%. But that also means that you're not going to make as much profit. So you kind of have to evaluate, do I want to make more profit, but then have a higher chance of blowing the funded account? Or do I want to make less profit, but again, the profit on the funded account is basically free because you have no risk on your behalf. So do I want to make that lower profit, but then have a very, very small chance of actually blowing the account? Like I said, I think I broke this down earlier, 0.25% risk actually gives you 40 trades, assuming you don't have any slippage or the commission added on. But again, 40 or 35, the difference isn't really massive, but it does give you a massive buffer on trades you can actually lose before the account is blown and you have to start from phase one all over again, which is never the situation that you guys want to be in. And I wouldn't want to be in that situation, and I wouldn't want you guys to be in that situation too. So I'm just going to show you that high risk is not the only way to trade with prop firms. You can trade them more conservatively, which is hopefully what I'm going to showcase in future videos on the channel too. So Gonna relax now, and I'll catch you guys hopefully with another payout very, very soon. So guys, a quick update on the payout. I actually requested the payout as you've seen in the previous clip, but I've actually now received an email, and the intended purpose of this interview is apparently so that they can see the strategy I'm trading, show that I'm a real person or something. And to be honest, I don't really see a point in this. You've already done the KYC to prove you're a real person. They can look at your challenge trades, they can look at your funded account trades, and it's quite easy to see if that is a person you want to be trading for your company. And as we know, prop firms aren't using real money anyway, so it's not like they're risking their own hard-earned money if I now lose the account. If I lose the account after the next payout, they actually benefit from that greatly. So I don't think it's a good idea. Any firm in the past that I've actually traded with and had payouts exceeding 6 figures with, again, never had any issues. So this is a first for me, and it's a first for any payout I've had on the channel, ones that I filmed, ones that I haven't filmed. So hopefully we still get the payout. And I actually have that interview scheduled for Monday. The payout was supposed to be last Tuesday, so it will add an extra 6 days on from when I'm actually supposed to get the payout. Again, adding to the fact that prop firms do not want you to make money. And I'm going to do a separate video breaking down all the ways that they don't want you to make money, so be sure to check on my channel for that. But hopefully the next update I have for you is when that payout is processing after the interview. But that is a quick update on the status of the payout. It's not even a huge payout, $1,800, around that kind of mark, and I don't really see what the fuss is about. If it was a 50k payout or 100k payout, I would understand, but it's not, so I don't really see why they should be fussing. But I have nothing to hide, they can see whatever they want. I've obviously filmed the trades for the YouTube too. I haven't done anything bad, so hopefully all goes well and I do get my payout next week. So it is the 19th of August, so a week after I've actually requested the payout, and we have now received the payout into my bank, which is absolutely great. Yesterday, I did have the interview with Alpha Capital, and it only took around 10 minutes. It was quite a seamless process. I thought it was going to be more complicated, but it was actually quite easy. And now, just looking at the dashboard, I have a fresh account. What they actually do is they withdraw the profits basically from the account, the amount you withdrew, and then you start fresh from zero. So as you can see here, at the bottom it says profit split. If you can see that, it might be quite tiny. But they withdrew the $2,290 that I'd actually made in profit. So now the account is sitting at a simple balance of $100,000. And now we are ready to basically continue trading on the account. And again, if I start trading today or tomorrow, my profit split will be 2 weeks from that date, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so my closest profit split now, I'm pretty sure, would be the 26th of August, which is the date it actually says on my dashboard. But I was under the impression it was 2 weeks after your first trading day. But maybe because I've had a week from when my withdrawal was supposed to be, or the withdrawal requesting date, that then it is 2 weeks from the 14th or the 12th, whenever I did actually make that withdrawal. So it does say the next withdrawal date on my dashboard is the 26th of August, which is in, I think, 7 days time. So maybe I could get a withdrawal before then, or on that date, and make some profit before that has actually come around. But if not, I'm happy to wait until the 9th of September if I've not made any profits or made any trades until that date. So that is an update. We have received our cash, and hopefully we'll get some more money in the future.